Right guys, as promised, Yamaha FZ6 S2. These are aftermarket mirrors we'll be putting in. To replace that, that's going to look slick. We've got a high flow oil filter. We've got a rubber tank pad. We've got our NGK spark plugs. We've got our air filter, our rim tape, and our Moat Oil 10W40 oil. So what we're looking at doing, we know it was a bit of a surprise. We're going to change these mirrors out. I don't know who designed this bike with these chrome mirrors. These are suitable for like a Harley Davidson style bike, not a semi-naked sports tourer. Really, Mark, I don't know what they were thinking. Anyway, we're going to change those out to what they should have been. Got a nice set ordered in. We've got a service kit that we're going to be doing. So we're going to drain the oil, bike's warmed up, drain the oil, put a new oil filter in, air filter, spark plugs. Going to get rid of this tacky tank pad that cost somebody £1. Get rid of that, put something decent on there. Then we're going to get rid of this red rim tape. We'll do a wash and polish on the wheels and get rid of that red rim tape and replace it with yellow, because we do believe it's going to make the bike pop out a little bit better. I'm not a big fan of red on yellow and black. It's looking a little bit off, plus these chrome things. So Mark, let's do this, man. Let's get straight into it. So the first thing we're going to be doing is draining the oil and save a little bit of time, because we pressed for time today. While the oil is draining, Mark and I are going to start stripping the mirrors, the tank and everything else so that that oil drains out properly. Another thing I have to mention is we're not sponsored by any of these brands. We're not sponsored by Highflow, we're not sponsored by NGK or Moat Oil. These are just products we ourselves believe in, or believe that are quality products. The mirrors are just an aftermarket that we've purchased online. But again, we're not sponsored by any of these products. These are just products we feel work and are reliable. Alright, and also, this is the first time we're servicing a Yamaha FZ6 in terms of an oil service and that, so you know, bear with us. It's a new experience for us and hopefully you learn something out of it. We're not saying the way we do it is the correct way of doing it. We're just saying we're a bunch of guys getting these bikes fixed up as a team and getting them back on the road. Awesome, let's do this, Mark.
A few moments later.
Undoing the oil thumb screw, which is on the left hand side, the near side of the vehicle. Motorcycle, I've got a size 17 on the mirror that we need to try loosen. Alright guys, on Yamaha, the right hand side mirror is an opposite thread, so you're going to want to be undoing it in the normal direction of tightening it. So if you have a look there, that's what we got. I'm going clockwise, which is normally fastened, but on Yamaha it is to unscrew. We'll keep these aside. They might suit another motorcycle at some point in time, or we might just
a good idea, exactly.
eBay them.
Yeah.
Get some money back on our spend. And that's a quick 10-minute changeover.
It's a huge improvement already.
Guys, there are these two caps, sorry Mark, there we go. Look at that, nice neat little set. And these are universal for a lot of motorcycles. They come with all the little nuts and bolts, universal kit. That's slick, Mark, that's already looking good, man.
It's looking awesome.
Alright, cool,
Okay.
where we at, Mark?
Okay, let's take the tank off.
Alright, so I'm just going to put the oil filler cap back in so nothing drops in there. Guys, if you drop it all nuts into there, you've got a problem. You're taking off your clutch housing and the service becomes overall. These are our throttle bodies. The injectors will be feeding in from the side. That's our battery, and that's what we were saying is so inconvenient. A lot of guys we noticed on the previous phase that we did, they'll have a trickle charger set up and wired in so that they don't have to remove their tank for a jump start or a charging up process. Right guys, that's our air filter. It simply slides out and in the same direction you took it out, the direction it goes back in.
Just have a quick comparison of the new one and the old one.
Good idea.
So that's the old one there. You can see very dirty. It's got a bit of oil, bit of muck in there, and that's the brand new one.
Bada bing, bada boom. This bike's going to breathe nicely now.
As you can see in here, these 4 ports over here, that's basically where the spark plug fits in.
I think what Mark's saying is these little black holes.
These little black holes, yeah.
And
So
then
these ports there, so that would fit in there like that. And
show them number 4 cylinder, Mark, and show them number 4.
So number 4 is probably the trickiest one to get to, just because of the angle. But that's basically
right under the frame, under a vacuum pipe.
And make sure that sits in nicely there.
Look at that, magic, Mark. Yeah, let's feel that it's winter, Mark. Oh no.
Thankfully, we're still in summer.
I know. I always feel like in summer you bleed a lot more. I think your blood is thinner. In winter it's just cold and then you squeeze it and you scream at everyone. Anyway, you managed to get it. I thought I'd just bring you guys in. You can have a look and see, in case you're willing or wanting to try it on your own. You get a better idea of what to expect. Again, we're not professional mechanics. We're not saying how we do it is the right way. But hopefully you learn something out of it and you're willing to give it a try. Right guys, what we're doing now is we're just going to spray a little bit of the silicone based product. That's over the hoses. It is a high heat area and these can become brittle over time, crack, you get air leaks and then you get misfires. So we just give a small spray underneath here just to keep our hoses and that flexible and protected. And of course looking good. I don't want to put my bum on something that I know is dirty underneath the seat.
What if your bum's dirty?
Here we go guys, cables are looking clean, everything done. Using the motor oil that's specially formulated for motorcycles. It's a good oil, never gone wrong with it, well recommended by a lot of bikers. Let's just do a check. Again, like we mentioned, you don't want to go too heavy on the oil. We'll just keep checking it as we top it up. We'll start it, idle it for a bit, switch off, double check again. Right, so our dipstick on the FZ6 situated just underneath the clutch housing. Check our oil. I think we're there, Mark, it's showing full.
Yep, looking good.
I'm happy with that. We'll give it a quick start up. Sounding good, Mark. Alright, we'll kill it quickly. We'll switch off there. Let it sit for a minute. We might need an oil top up. I saw as I switched off the oil light did come on, so we might just be a little bit short on oil. We'll just let it all make its way back down. Again, small things on bikes or vehicles make a big difference, and I think the tank pad alone on this bike is going to make a big difference. This looks terribly old. We'll get a heat gun on here just to warm it up a bit, and we'll slowly but surely peel it off without hopefully taking paint off, Mark.
Yeah, that's heat gun will help with that.
Yeah, there you go, Mark. You can start heating it up. I'm going to get some muck off degreaser that helps loosen up the glue as we're peeling it off. If you didn't know that, now you do. Right, so getting you what I was saying, sometimes a little bit of muck off degreaser as you're peeling can help loosen the old glue off. Right guys, so Michael's done a great job of cleaning up the tank, ready for our new tank pad. We managed to get the initial adhesive that was still around there. These are previous scratches, obviously they covered it up with the old tank pad. Anyway, we can buff those up, but we're putting a new tank pad so we're not too stressed. Michael used a little bit of motorcycle degreaser to help get the initial muck off. And struggling a little bit with that, and then we reverted to a little bit of carburetor and air intake cleaner just to spray down on the cloth and a wipe down, managed to get it all clean. We neutralized that with just standard wash and soap degreaser. We've wiped the whole thing down and we're ready to put our tank pad on there, Mark. We've got it pretty much centered just by eyeballing it. Normally if it's got the adhesive on it and you don't have to go through that struggle and that hassle, we could peel a little bit, mock it up better, and as we're putting it on, peel the back off this wasn't one of those products, but it's not looking bad, Mark. 20 minutes later. Hey Mark, how's that?
Yeah, that looks cool.
Compared to what was on there. Right guys, so what we're doing now, we're done with the tank pad. We just want to get this red rim tape off of this part. Looking good. Right, let's bring you guys in closer. Let's see the screen here.
Oh, just touch it.
Right, let's show you what we're looking like. Okay, Mark, spin that rim. I like it. Woohoo! Looks fun. That's our rear wheel. Alright guys, we're gonna stop the video there for now till we're done with the bike. We're just gonna do exactly the same process, clean prep the front wheel, get our fast tape on. You know, it's about 10 horsepower there, maybe 20, eh Mark?
Definitely 25.
That tank pad, with all that effort, it's got to be 15 horsepower. Right Mark, let's get that sorted.
That's it, guys. The FZ6 Naked is done. We've put on the rim tape. Looking awesome. Spin it there, Muzz. Good job. We put on the tank pad. I think that's looking pretty sweet. Much better than it was looking before.
We got our mirror edge.
Got the mirrors there as well. Those are looking pretty cool.
Wipe one with a cloth.
Those mirrors are
And that's
cool
what
as
you
well.
can do in a day. Obviously, she still needs a good wash and polish, but she's getting there. Looking neat. A previous cat in motorcycle, another one bites the dust back on the road.
Now,
Well done, Mark.
yeah, you too, bud. And now it's time for an MOT.
And a shakedown ride.
Yeah,
Mark,
boy.
I think we're going to ching chong chop for this one. Get your hand in the camera. Rock, paper, scissors.
Best out of one.
Rock, paper, scissors, go.
Yes.
You got it. You
Got it.
Okay,
All
Mark
right.
gets to ride this. You know what? It's better you test drive the X cat in. You know, you just don't know what you're gonna run into on the road. But no, she's awesome. Oil levels are checked. It's a full service on the FZ6. I hope it helps you guys out. I hope it's been fun. I hope you've learned something out of this. Carburetor cleaner definitely gets the adhesive off. A little bit of patience with the rim tape. Mark, we did it.
We did it.
She's looking good, man. Nice one. Boom. Let's go for a ride.
Okay, guys, so we're going to head off to the MOT now. Gonna get this bike started. And give it a little bit of a burn. Right, guys, so we've just taken the FZ6 over to the MOT after fixing it up here in the barn. As you saw, the bike is running so nicely, much better than the first time I rode it just for a short ride. Hopefully everything passes. I think it will. I think Mario and I went over the bike a few times and everything's looking good. We're going to do a quick comparison ride on this to the FZ6. So we just have one or two things to do on this, and then we're going to take it for an MOT as well. So have a look for that video. We're going to stick on the GoPro and we're going to take it for a ride. So this is a Triumph Speed 4 and it's based off the Triumph TT600. It's an inline 4-cylinder, a little bit different to the Street Triple and the Speed Triple, which has got a 3-cylinder engine. This has got a 4-cylinder engine. So it should be quite punchy from low end as well. Be very interesting to see how this compares to an inline 4 like the FZ6. It is a bit of an older bike. This is a 2004 model. So yeah, let's get it on the road, start it up, and let's see how it goes.
Awesome. Guys, Michael and I have done a build on this bike as well. I did a bit of it myself, a little bit of respraying, getting it back together. Also, previous cat in. It's looking mint, and like Michael said, look out for that video series because that bike is sweet. Let me show you guys around the workshop. Let me show you what's going on here. The Benelli. Hopefully you've seen a video on that. That's all sorted. And bada bing, bada boom. We've got a KTM RC 2018 125. We'll do a video on that for you guys as well. Also Cat N or Cat X as they call it. Stolen recovered. We have given it a wash. It was full of dirt. Anyway, Mark. See you on the road.
Yeah, see you on the road. Hey guys, we are back at the barn. We have just picked up the FZ6. We had some very good news from them. It has completely passed MOT, no advisory, so we are very stoked, which means that this bike can now go back on sale, rather. So just for a quick comparison between the FZ6 and the Triumph that I rode, one of the first things I noticed is that the Triumph definitely had a sort of further forward kind of riding style, which made it feel a little bit faster, a little bit more kind of naughty. You just want to go a bit faster on that. Whereas this felt a little bit more subdued. You kind of want to do sort of longer miles in it. You want to sit back and relax on the bike. It's not as punchy as the Triumph, but it still has got plenty of go on this. Super, super comfortable. I'm very happy with the way this has come out. We've got 1 or 2 finishing touches to do, just kind of polishing up the rims, polishing up the tank, and then this one is good to go on sale. So look out for this one, and we'll put it on Instagram as well for sale. Another bike we've got coming up is this KTM RC 125. This is a 2018 model. We've got a few things to fix up on it. I'm not going to go into too much detail now because there will be a video coming out for it. So look out for those guys. I hope you like the content. Like, share, and subscribe to our videos. Thanks for watching.
Awesome, Mark. It's been fun. Let's have a look at this bike again. Boy, what a looker. Awesome. Big smiles, big smiles.
So we've got the mirrors on here. This is what we put on. We've got the rim tape that we did down here with the little decals. I think that looks absolutely awesome.
The yellow and black is definitely a win.
Great. The tank pad again is what we put on. And yeah, it had a fresh service. So 4 new spark plugs. It had the air filter, oil filter, new oil. It feels great. So
it cleaned up really nice, Mark. 2009. This is
2009,
super,
this bike, yeah.
super clean, man. Nice one. Peace out.
Catch you later.